Hi guys, it's Shirt of ChromaGlitch, and today I've got 6 tips and tricks for Sunhaven. I'm recording this during the early access launch, so things may be patched out or in with time. These are just a few things I noticed while going through the game that may be helpful. One thing to notice, there currently isn't an in-game map, so I made a reference map to help navigate while I was playing. I'll put a link to that in the description down below. Number 1. Locating NPCs. Days start pretty early in Sunhaven, and most shops won't open until 8 a.m., which means some of the NPCs may be harder to find than others. Kara and Pod can be caught leaving their house at 11:30 a.m. You can also catch Topi and his family leaving their house around the same time, though you may have to chase after them as they start heading into town. These NPCs are really fast. On your way, you can also find Peter fishing in the pond nearby around 2 p.m. Peter can also be found near his shop at 5:40 in the evening. Lucia and Albert will also frequent the area near the weapon and mining equipment merchants at 3 p.m. If you check the record store, you may even be able to run into Claude when he's not in the tavern. At 6 p.m., Len and Catherine will be in the same general area to the west of the weapon and mining equipment merchant's pavilion. You can also catch Catherine in front of her shop around noon. If you missed the parade of kids earlier in the day leaving your farm, they'll also be making their way to the library along the path near Catherine as well. You can generally find all the children reading with June in the library from 1 p.m. to around 4 p.m. If you miss them though, you can catch them parading through town towards their homes around 4 to 5 p.m. Number 2, hold off on selling apples and wheat. If you're like me and want to dive into the farming side of Sunhaven, you may have received the bag of wheat at the start of the game. Once you grow those, however, do not sell them. If you head north of the beach area by the farm, you'll find a Snacoon blocking your path. This particular sleeping giant requires 10 apples and 5 wheat to move. One major note, the stacks must all be the same quality. You can't stack 5 normal apples and 4 rare apples, so be sure to make sure you have the correct amount of each. If you leave town going east, you'll find a second Snacoon blocking another path. This one will require bananas and apples to move. Number 3, fruit trees are everywhere. Apple trees are the most common tree to find. Oranges can be found east of the town past the second Snacoon near the river. Blueberries can also be found if you continue to the east, hidden beside an apple tree when you first encounter a group of monkeys. Continuing along the path, you can find a strawberry tree near the pond guarded by some very pinch-happy peppers. In that same area, hidden behind the tree on the opposite side of the strawberry tree, you can also find a water crystal. Number 4, try all options before jumping into combat. While on one of the Sun Dragon's quests, seeking out a glorite stone, you'll want to make sure you have at least 1,000 gold on you before you go out. You'll come across a group of bandits stealing the precious stones. However, though combat is an option, you don't have to take that route. Instead, you can outright give the bandits 1,000 coins or try reasoning with their humane sides. Depending on how you choose to do this, you can work your way down from needing to give them 1,000 coins to only 500. Number 5, combat as a challenge, but speed as a plus. If you find yourself outnumbered, using the crossbow or sword may still result in you dying a few times. In my case, a lot of times. Many of the enemies can be outmaneuvered if you watch their projectile paths and use the environment to your advantage. Number 6, jumping skills are very important. You'll eventually come across areas where you can't easily traverse. The river with stone boulders, east of the city for instance, may seem easy, but trying to go north from there won't be possible unless you have a skill that lets you double jump. And those are the tips. There is still a lot of quests to complete and places to explore in Sunhaven. If you liked this video and found some of the tips helpful, be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more videos like this. If you have any tips to add to the list, be sure to leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you next time.